This is World Business Report. I'm Mike Johnson. Europe's debt inspectors arrive in Portugal to check if the government's sticking to its promises on cuts and economic reforms. I asked Manuel Rodrigues, who's lecturer in finance at the AESE Business School in the capital.
Now, for 21.35% on this sale to the Asia-China trade gorges, the government was able to raise 2.7 billion. And in addition, an additional investment, strategic investments of 2 billion for the company. In the case of REN, the electric grid, the government was able to raise an additional 600 million for the sale of roughly 35% of the company. 25% of it was sold to the state grid and 15% to the Saudi Arabia Oman oil. So those two sales were raising more than 65% of what was initially planned to raise in privatizations, which actually shows up that the privatization package is going to be much larger than expected.
OK, so that's a total of, about €3.33 billion raised by the privatisation of these two companies. I understand there are still 7 state-owned firms which are due to be privatised still in Portugal. So the government would say, this is a good pace of privatisation? This is a good achievement, having sold off just 2 with 7 remaining?
It is a good achievement, as the value being raised has been much higher than expected. And actually, this privatization model has always also guaranteed the companies being privatized not to fund through specific lines being guaranteed by the bidders and not to be supported on commercial banks. The idea behind the privatizations is being able to so that these companies are able to guarantee rollovers of debt at a very competitive rates. And in addition, that the strategic bidders are also able to keep helping these companies to internationalize themselves.
This is only a short-term solution, isn't it, in terms of revenue raising for Portugal? It's not really a long-term strategy in terms of cutting spending, for example.
That's the idea is actually to use the revenues coming out of these sales to grow significantly with powerful bidders and capitalized ones. And the third line, a good fiscal consolidation is also done through expenditure. The number of public servants has been decreasing significantly. The expenditures with salaries has been reducing, plus a freeze in the increase of salaries for all public servants, plus a reduction in the number of public workers.
That was Manuel Rodrigues at the AESE Business School in Lisbon.